Thanks for coming in, everybody. Well, a few people roll in. Let's see what's going on out there. Check out that MUDFLAP app if you could. Check her out. Let's see if I'm live. Does it show me live? Yes, it shows me as live now. Check out that MUDFLAP app. Check out the description, everything down below. Hit the thumbs up if you're watching me on a replay. Let's talk some trucking. Hey, there's Rick. He came back. Rick came back. Had a little technical difficulty there. I don't know. YouTube took a giant dump and couldn't get it to do anything. So that's where we live. That's the world we live in. Let me dump out my cup of ice here. Let me get a few chores done around the truck here, right? Always something to do. Yeah, deja vu, man. I don't know. YouTube said, not today, buddy. Not today. And I said, oh, yes, today. You better believe we're doing this. We're doing this. I don't take no smack off of YouTube, you know. Let's see. Rick's in the house. Don's in the house. Paul Harris. This the same one? Yeah, I don't know. It made me shut the other one down. So technically this is a different one. But this will be the new 108. This will be the new 108. Let's put a little sanitizer on. Why not? Let's do it. God, that stuff smells awful. Don't buy that cheap stuff, man. I bought some stuff on clearance the other day at Love's, some hand sanitizer. Woo, let me tell you, there was a reason that was on sale. I threw that thing in the trash. No, I'm not on StreamYards. I'm on YouTube. I just go straight through YouTube. May do a StreamYards here one day. I have trouble with StreamYard. Like, it locks up a lot on me, so yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust my holder here. Trucking with Blaze. This is what's going on. Not much. Ray the man in the house. We got security watching us, man. This little security cop, he's come by about 4 times already. He's got an eye on me. He's watching me. He don't like what I'm up to. He don't like it. Oh, man. You know you picked a bad truck stop when they got security, like full-time security guards. But yeah, we're chilling. No picture or sound. Really? No picture or sound? Hang on. I can see and hear. Yeah, that's what I thought. I can see and hear. Yeah, that's what I thought. I can see and hear. Yeah, that's what I thought. I can see and hear. Yeah, that's what I thought. I can see and hear. Yeah, that's what I thought. I can see and hear. Yeah, that's what I thought. It just keeps that going. I love that. It's probably annoying. It sounds annoying, but yeah, let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on in here. Rick's in the house, Don's in the house, Paul's in the house. Thank you guys. Jerome Jones, what's up, Cash? Not much. Ray the man in the house. Rick in. No, I'm not. I don't use StreamYard. I may one day, but I've never had that great of luck with those, with that thing. So I stay away from it a little bit. Let's see. Let me get this thing adjusted to where I'm actually going to be sitting. Oh, where we at? Okay, live number 8. Should be 801. I don't know. Did I punch in the wrong number? Yeah, live number 8. Yeah, there we go. That's how I do. Let's see. Trucking with Blaze. I can see and hear. All right, good deal. Thank you. Don's laughing about it. Yeah, man, it's technical difficulty Saturday over here. That's what I'm going to rename this live. The technical difficulty live. Let's see what we got going on here. Let me share this out because, yeah. No one's getting my notifications. Are you guys getting, I mean, I assume most of you guys are getting them because you're like right in here. But, yeah. I've been getting a lot of like, not notifications for people not getting notified. Mile High 1010, what's up, my man? Says everything good. Yeah, other than technical difficulties, other than a middle-aged man trying to use technology, we're all good. Chad says, hey Cash, what do you think about auto car hauling? You think it's a good niche to get into? Yeah, Heck yeah, it is. If you can, if you can do it, it's good. It's good. Lots of money in that, man. Lots of money in car hauling. Like if you got the right clients and you're good at it, you can make a lot of money. A lot of money. And it also depends on where you're at too. Car hauling is, you need population to make car hauling work. So that's why like most of the good car hauling is like over toward the East Coast. Now you can make money out west. I'm not saying you can't, but like you can run up and down the coast. Basically, is where the real money's at, up and down the coast. That's what I hear. I don't know. I've never done it. Paul Harris says, "LOL." Here we go. All right, good deal. Streamception. Yeah. Trucking with Blaze. Oh, Rick N says, I got it this time. Okay, good deal. Paul Harris has got it both on the computer and phone. Nice. Nice. I don't even have my cell phone. I should be playing myself. Check out that thumbnail stuck on my screen. Oh, wow. What a thumbnail. Oh, wow. What's everybody doing tonight? What's everybody doing? I am on a load from Iowa to Pennsylvania. I'm in Indiana right now, man. I just didn't have it in me today. I didn't set an alarm last night because this load, I'm kind of like, this load's only like 800 and something miles, and I had all weekend to do it. So I'm like, I'm not going to set an alarm this morning. And I was like, I'll probably wake up like, 9 o'clock or something. Yeah, I woke up at 11:30 today. 11:30. I slept 14 hours. So, you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So I'm a little bit behind. Maybe not. I don't know. I got about 400 miles I need to do tomorrow. I worked 6 hours today. I drove about 300 and something miles. Yeah, just no big rush on this one. There's no reason to be in any kind of big rush. It's it's just where we're at. It's just where we're at. No need to rush when you don't have to rush, right? I do want to talk about one thing. I don't know if you guys seen Dirty Broke's live this morning. You guys keep up with Dirty Broke? Great guy. Great guy. Met him in real life. Great guy. But yeah, people ragging on him for saying that, he makes more money working at Love's than he does, being an owner operator. I gotta say, I think a lot of people need to acknowledge that, like, because he's a very smart guy. Like I think he said he had 11 trucks at one time. He built a fleet of 11 trucks. Very smart guy. There's times in trucking when being a company driver makes more than being an owner operator. Like, just because you're an owner operator doesn't mean you're like top of the food chain forever on every day. It does not. It's kind of like a lot of people think you make more money being like, an owner operator versus lease and all that. Like, you know, don't always work. It don't always work. Like when I bought my first, when I first got everything going back in 2008, like horrible, horrible, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like lost everything I put into that. Like, and so yeah, for everybody that's over there. I mean, I know none of my guys would be doing that because I know all you guys. Most of the people that come through here, it's a really good crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate the crowd that comes in here and hangs out. So, but yeah, he went on Asian Mai. Dirty Broke went on Asian Mai like a week ago, and he just kind of told his story. And man, everybody gave him the hardest time for that. And I'm like, since when does another man's failure affect your life? It's like, and honestly, I don't really look at what he did as a failure. Like, he built a fleet of 11 trucks, done it all with cash, and then when it was time to shut it all down, like he got his rate cut. You know what I mean? Like, when your customer says, "Hey, we're cutting your money by 15%," sometimes that's all you got. It's that 15%. So, and then like, I don't know. I thought looking back on it, I'm like, um, I was pretty impressed with his story. I don't see why everybody was saying he was a failure and everything. I don't get it. But I mean, that's just me. let's see. Carlos Aguilera, hello from South America. Hello, Carlos. Trucking with Blaze says car hauling, you got to find your cars in a lot by VIN number and load it yourself, but I heard money is good. Yeah, that's if you're loading out of like auctions and stuff. You don't have to load out of auctions. You know, a lot of guys just have dealership connections. You just load off the dealership. The real money is personal cars. I used to I don't know. I helped like, cause I was Ubering in Minneapolis. So I got in touch with this guy that was needing like people to have rides home from dropping off their cars. These snowbirds, these were rich people in Minneapolis, and they were dropping their car off at a certain location because there was a car hauler that would come there, get all their cars, and then he would haul their cars to Florida. I'm talking like, you know, V12 Mercedes. I'm talking Maseratis. I'm talking nothing but the best. And you know, I don't know what he got paid on that load, but I bet it was stupid. I bet it was stupid. Minneapolis, he would go down to Florida. Like, he would haul like 10 cars to Florida. Yeah. And I would drive the people when they dropped their car off. He would have like 3 of them at a time show up, and I would drive them back home after they dropped their cars off. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. He paid me good just to do that. You know, he like handled the customer service like a champ. Like this dude knew business. And he paid me good to do that. And I enjoyed it, you know, because those people, not only did he pay me good, but, you know, we're talking about people with some money, like, you know, like nice houses in Minnesota and nice houses in Florida, and like cars worth shipping to Florida, you know, for the winter, so they could drive them around in Florida. Like, I'm talking people with some money. Now, you got some connections like that, and yeah, like, that dude, no telling what he made to do that. And he probably had different cities, you know, not just Minneapolis. He probably had different cities he went to. But yeah, tons of money. Tons of money. Ace in the house with $2. Thanks, Ace. I appreciate you, man. I do appreciate you. Any super chat is greatly appreciated. You know, it kind of, the super chat kind of helps me with like setting aside time to go live. Because, you know, it's like, I got other things I could do to make money, but I like hanging out, you know. So the super chats, that's basically what the super chat does, you know. It's like, it allows me a little bit of time, like, to make a little money for, you know, being live, basically. So I appreciate them. Because I do like hanging out, you know. Let's see. Paul Harris says, well, I jumped the gun with CFI. They initially said they would take me with my 8 years of experience. Then they changed. Oh, wait a minute. I mean, it went dark on me for a second. Let me start that over. Well, I jumped the gun with CFI. They initially said they would take me with my 8 years of experience. Then they checked the school, and the refresher was with day cabs and 32-foot trailers. Oh, bummer. Yeah, bummer. So they no go on that or something? That's crazy. Don says, I watched all of your feeds. Thank you very much, Don. Trucking with Blades says, good peoples. Paul Harris says, 17 years ago, I paid $500 each. Car Boston to Florida. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, like, there's a lot of money in car hauling, especially hauling like that, like personal vehicles pay better. But you got to have the connections. And Ace is in here. Thank you very much. $2. I appreciate that. I don't know why this phone over here keeps turning off. It's totally being a beast. Ace with another $5 for my favorite guy. Thank you very much. Favorite live guy. Appreciate you, Ace. Appreciate that. Maybe that keeps turning off because I don't have the live playing. Now I've got it playing. Maybe it'll stay on now. Thank you very much, Ace. I appreciate that. B-Rad says, or Brad, however you want to say it. B-Rad says, good evening, Cash. Hauling my first load as an owner-operator. Learned a lot from you in DIY. Thanks, man. That's awesome. That is awesome. I appreciate that. That's kind of why that's good motivation. I appreciate you letting me know that, because you could have just went on without saying that, but you said it, and it really helps. It does, because it makes you think like, okay, well, maybe I'm not just on here talking all day, for no reason, because I do want to help people. That is the key. Peaches and Grease in the house. What's up, Maverick? Hey, how's it going? For you guys that don't know, Peaches and Grease has a channel you should check out. I found her channel the other day. You were talking about lady truckers. I didn't even realize you had a channel. I thought you were just talking in general. But yeah, everybody check out Peaches and Grease. Just started YouTubing. So yeah, check her out. I enjoy the channel. It's good times. But yeah, I'm here at the old Petro. Shut her down. I wanted to make it over into I don't know. I wanted to make it a little farther than I did today. But you ever just have one of those days? I mean, I had a headache from the minute I woke up. I think I was dehydrated. I've drank probably 5 or 6 waters in the last 3 hours. Working on this Gatorade. So yeah, I think I was dehydrated, man. Just had a bummer of a headache, and it's kind of went away now. I think I finally got enough water in me where I'm not, my brain's not mad at me at this point. Paul Harris says, yes, I'm going with my second choice. It's $10,000 less a year. Hey, maybe, maybe not. Maybe you'll do better. Because you can't always go by what they say per year, I've had some companies promise you the moon and talk about we're the greatest thing ever. We invented trucking. We're family oriented. We'll come to your house and eat and then leave before it's time to clean up. Whenever people say they're a family oriented company, that's what I figure. They're saying, we're going to come to your house. We're going to drink up all your beer and then we're going to leave, just me. That's what I take from it. Let's see. Yeah, maybe it'll work out, Paul. Maybe it'll work out. Whatever happened to Krimkey or what was it? Krill Camp. Yeah, that's it. I'll get there eventually. Let's see. Trucking with Blaze says, I subbed to Peaches. Yeah, go over there and check out her channel. She's got a good channel going. I like people that I like channels for me personally. I like channels that teach me stuff. And I also like channels that are vlog style, follow along, because I don't know. It's it kind of feels like you're their friend, but you don't even know them. So it's but it gives you something to do, something to pass the time. So I like that. I do. Rick N says, Paul, just go to Prime and leave after 6 months or what's known as TNT. Yeah, that I don't know, Prime with that 50,000 hours of training, man. I couldn't do that. I just couldn't. I mean, 50,000 hours. I had a buddy of mine went to Prime earlier this year. And, he was 2 months in. And he was still in that training phase, that 50,000 hour. I mean, how long do they expect you to train? You know what I mean? You could be there for 6 months in a training program. And it's seems like they're taking advantage of you a little bit like that to me. The only way I would suggest someone go to Prime is, hang on a second. Ooh, that was DIY. He's over there bragging about Wisconsin beating Minnesota. Oh, man. Oh, drinking with Blaze. Where the hell was I at? Yeah, but Prime. I don't know if I could ever recommend somebody going to Prime. I just can't do it. Freight trucking says, "Evening, y'all," with a $5 super chat. Shout out, holla. Ace says, "You need to start buying your drinks in bulk, big bro." What drinks are we talking about buying in bulk? Buy my drinks in bulk. You talking about for my family coming over? Randy Rose says miles. Yeah, no doubt. 50,000 miles or whatever. Yeah, what did I say? Hours? Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. Thank you. You guys make me look better. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. 50. I think I said hours, didn't I? Jesus Christ. Oh, let's all say a prayer for Cash. Dear Jesus, please help Cash with his inability to speak English and his very, very fast progressing memory loss. Amen. Let's see. Yeah, 50,000 miles, but I mean, I'm like, 50,000 miles, man, that can add up. That can add up. Even if you did 5,000 miles a week, that's 10 weeks with a trainer. That don't work for me. That don't work for me because most of these places are like 3 or 4 weeks with a trainer, and you're out on your own making money. Making money. Yeah, that's what's up. There you go. There was your song for today. I just sang to you. You're welcome. Yeah, 50,000 miles. What did I say? 50,000 years. You got to be in training for 50,000 millennia. Ace Grum says, "I drink minimum 20 bottles of water a day. Uh, Needless to say, I'm pro at the drive and drain. There you go. There you go. You wang it, then you slang it. Am I right?" Ooh. Not that I'm admitting anything. But yeah, no, I mean, I think what was getting me the last like 3 or 4 days, like I'm good for about, I don't know, 5 to 10 bottles of water a day, you know? Like I drink a lot of water. But I think what it was the last few days, I was like, um, I had these deliveries where like they were like really early morning, like 2 o'clock in the morning, and then they would unload, and then I would have to like get up and go, and I wasn't getting to the delivery until like 9 or 10 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock, 6 o'clock. I just wasn't sleeping enough for the last 3 or 4 days. And I was drinking a lot more soda, a lot more energy drinks, 5 hour energies and whatnots. And I think it just after 2 or 3 days, it built up. And it was like, my brain was like, no, buddy, no, buddy. You're going to drink some water today. We're not going to do any soda today. So I did drink 5 bottles of water. Then I stopped and I got me a Gatorade just to, put a little salt in there. There goes the light police. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Parking lot police. Parking lot police was filmed in a live studio truck. Somewhat true. Let's see. Where we at? Where we at? Rick N says, "Actually, I'm thinking about getting my license through Prime. Prime charges $4,400 if you leave before a year, and every school around is $7,000. Check into Wilson Logistics. Wilson Logistics. I heard they're $3,500, and if you stay 6 months, they only charge you half of that. So, check that out. Check that out. I don't know how true it is. Maybe if there's somebody in here with experience or that has been talking to Wilson Logistics, they can tell you more about it. But I mean, I don't promote Wilson Logistics. I don't know Wilson Logistics. I got nothing against them. I'm just, that's it. I don't know enough about them. But somebody told me if you go, they sponsor your school and then training. And what they do is it's $3,500, and if you stay for half the year, they cut that in half. So like you could potentially go there, work for 6 months, leave, and then only owe $1,750. That's a pretty honest deal, pretty honest deal. DIY in the house. I don't want to hear nothing about the game DIY. I don't care. As a true Minnesota sports fan, I've already heard all I want to hear when I was talking smack yesterday. Once the game's over, I don't want to hear nothing about it. Oh man, freaking Minnesota, man. I swear to God, they can have a perfect season, but they can never beat Wisconsin. Oh, it drives me crazy. I mean, you could literally have like Minnesota could be favored by 100 points, and I wouldn't bet on that. I wouldn't take them like in a heads up bet, no points. I wouldn't take it. It just annoys me to no end. Paul Harris says Krill count was tied for second, but being Reefer, I was hesitant with loading and unloading. Yeah. If you're not doing a lot of dropping and hooking, Reefer as a company driver can be tough. Unless they're really good about paying detention time, then hey, you could rack up money sitting at the dock. Um, you know, honestly, that could be a decent strategy if they do pay good detention, because you wouldn't have to be rolling the truck, you'd just be sitting at the dock getting paid. Me personally, I like loads with detention as an owner operator because I bill them out, and yeah, it's like money. It's money I make without doing anything, just chill. DIY says he did not get the notification. Yeah, I sent out a notification on my community tab, and nobody's getting them these days. I don't know what's up with my notifications. Um, it makes no sense to me. I even tested it. I had this phone logged in to another account, one of my old YouTube accounts from back like when I was a kid. Yeah, right. From like, a few years back before I started YouTubing. I had it logged into an account on there, and it didn't notify me. So I'm like, I don't know what YouTube's playing games, I think. But thanks for coming in, DIY. Thanks for coming in. Here comes Johnny Law again. Johnny Law. I got the parking lot on lockdown. Ooh wee. Doing it right there, man. They are doing it. I feel so safe. Let's see. Ace, all them damn single sodas you be buying at the truck stops. Single sodas. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Rick N says if you bring your license with less than 6 months, OTR, it's 60,000 miles, 50,000 of you get your license through Prime. Yeah, see, I'm just not a Prime fan. Like, Prime could be like, we'll give you whatever, and I'll just be like, no, no thanks, Prime. No, thank you, Prime. Because I think Prime is, I mean, they're just, I don't know, they're in the axis of evil of trucking, I think, Just my opinion. If you work there and you like it, I ain't hating on you. I'm just saying, like, for me personally, no Prime. No Prime. I couldn't do it. It'd be like CR England, Western Express, you know what I mean? Like, I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. Like, let's see, where am I at? But yeah, no hate on that. I mean, if you want to go there and do that, Rick, I mean, that's, each person has to make their own decision. I will say that Wilson Logistics thing sounded pretty legit, though. It seemed like a very fair deal. Like $3,500 to go for them to, if you just leave like immediately, get your license and walk out, 3,500. If you stay for 6 months, they knock it in half. If you stay a year, it's for free. So I don't know. I don't know. Paul Harris says, Menards, that was a good video today. I was good to see all the products there. I was thinking it was a fancy Home Depot, much better. Yeah, no, Menards is, I like those stores, man. I like those stores. I used to deliver to those stores a lot, and I like when I deliver to a store like that because while they're unloading the truck, I'm like, hey, I want to go do some shopping. You grab you a couple cases of water, you grab you, some peanuts, you grab you some canned beans, stuff like that you save you a ton of money through the week eating like that. I bought a case of water at Casey's last night. The Casey's brand water is $3.99 a case. Or maybe that was the day before. I don't know. That's irrelevant. But yeah, Aquafina is $5.99, and it Love's now like that. Like Deer Park is $5.99. I think the Love's brand is like $5.50, but still, I mean, yeah. yeah, Menards is a great resource for truckers. And like I said, if you all you gotta do is kind of watch on the parking lot on the satellite view, you'll see like one end of the building will have like a canopy looking thing over it, and that's where the trucks deliver through that canopy thing. And so that end of the parking lot's typically wider roads, and you got room to circle around in there. Oh, Rick M with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Rick M. Says no spoilers on today's video. Haven't seen it. Just saying. Thanks for savings with Wilson. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I think that was Trucking with Blaze that was telling me about Wilson. If I'm not mistaken, that was him. I thought it sounded very fair. I mean, like I'm all about if you have to sign a contract to get your CDL and you have to agree to work somewhere for like a year, I'm saying, like way better deal than like going to college. I'm just saying, but don't sign a no compete. That no compete, man, that's garbage. Like, I think CRST has a no compete clause, man. That's like, why do that to people? Like they don't want to work there. They don't want to work there. But, yeah, no, if you gotta go work somewhere for a year, it's like Rail Transport says, ROEHL, Rail Transport. Like they say, you can make up to $50,000 a year while you're paying off your school. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you're just, out there working for nothing. Let's see. Yeah, Menards is awesome, man. I love going. Menards is like, that's like when my wife goes to Macy's. You know what I mean? Like she be over here in the purse section for a little while, then she be over here in the shoe section for a little while. That's how I am at Menards. You know what I mean? Like, if you ain't willing to stay in Menards for an hour, don't go with me. It's kind of like going, it's like going shoe shopping with, with the old lady and the kids. If I'm not willing to stay in a shoe store for an hour, I don't go. Because I know that's the sentence. That's what I'm in for. But yeah, Menards is awesome, man. Somebody did leave a comment about their Mastercraft tools, like their power tools. They say they're contractor grade. I question that. They are pretty good for what you pay for them. I will say that. Like if you need a drill or a Sawzall or something like that, that Mastercraft brand is cool for like, an everyday guy. But if you're a contractor and you're going to be using it for like 4 hours a day every day, yeah, maybe go get a professional grade brand. But other than that, man, I have really good luck with their tools. I do. Like that knife I bought. I don't want to, no spoilers for Rick. No spoilers for Rick. But those, like a utility knife, man, that's the metal one. You're getting the metal one for $3. And that thing lasts forever. I gave my old one away to a guy. He had some sort of weird like rubber seal on there on a trailer, and he was trying to cut it one day. So I ended up just giving it to him. Told him to keep it. I had a bunch of them, so it was like no big deal. Some people waving at me. Nice to see you.
Hey, driver.
Hello.
I know you look like you're on the phone. I'm the chaplain of the whole service here. We're now open. So I just want to stop by and let you know our service is tomorrow morning. We meet at 9:30. It's in the TV now next to the field.
Okay.
You're invited.
Good deal.
This is who we are.
All right.
All right, brother. Have a good
Appreciate it. You too. God bless. Chapel's now open again. Chapel's now open again. There you go. Nice, folks. Nice, folks. What they got here? God's simple plan of salvation. Okay, I can dig it. I can dig it. Little literature to read. There you go. Very nice people. I thought they were trying to solicit me for something at first. I'm so damn pretty. But I stopped doing that when I graduated college. I just did that to get through college. So don't judge me. That was my past. But let's see where we at. Yeah, I could talk about Menards all day, man. And the funny thing is, I love that Menards. Sounds like my nards. Like a little bit like that, maybe. Oh, JJ Hammered Down. What's up in here? He says, "Yep, way too long for training." Yeah, that's what I thought, man. they're taking advantage. To me, that's what it seems like. They're taking advantage. They're like, we really need to get these people in here and make them work for us for free or like a lower wage. And I shouldn't say free because that's not fair. That's not fair. Let me take that back. I want to be fair and balanced. More than the news station that says that. I want to be more than that. But yeah, no, I mean, to me, it's just too long a training. I agree. Paul Harris says, do you need a physical Ultra One card these days? Yeah, I think you do. I think you do. Let me tell you whose rewards program I like. Casey's General Store. Have you guys been using any general stores of Casey's lately? They don't even have a physical card. You do not have a card in your wallet. You punch, everything's on your phone. They got an app. And now, because I mean, let me show you some ridiculousness. Let me show you where I'm at these days and why I like this. One of these is a prescription savings plan. So let me get rid of that one. But yeah, okay. Let's go through the rewards cards. Let's see, Cub Foods. That one's not for trucking, so we'll take that one out. Okay. This one, Thornton's. Okay, so there's one. Speedway, there's two. Mach 1, there's three. Mach 1's a nice little chain of stations building up in the Midwest. I don't know if y'all guys know them. Mach 1, they got like 13 stores now. Most of them truck stops. They're on MUDFLAP, so check them out. But what is that? 1, 2, 3. Hy-Vee, that's not, we're still at 3. Mapco, there's 4. Fuel Mart, there's 5. There's Road Ranger, there's 6. There's Ambucks, 7. Pilot, 8. Sap Brothers, 9. Roadies, there's 10. Quick Trip, there's 7. And then these are the ones I used more. Loves, there's what, 27 now. Ultra One, 50 million. Like, I don't know why I keep that Ultra One in the front. I never use that I haven't bought fuel at the TA in probably a year. So I don't know why I keep that one. I use the Quick Trip and the Casey's on my phone more than any of them. But yeah, I mean, rewards cards are getting out of hand these days. Let's see, Randy Rose. Love that name now that I figured it out. Randy Rose. Drink some core water, has those electrolytes you need. Good deal. I'll look into that. I do like that one, Smart Water. I think it is Smart Water. I don't know. Maybe I don't know which one I'm thinking of. There goes the Rent-A-Cop again. Boy, he's doing hot laps. He's doing hot laps at this point. Like, what is going on here? Let's see. Rick Ian says, I live in Missouri, but I'll check it out. Yeah, there you go. Check them out. Trucking with Bro, so that was me. Yeah, I thought that was you. I'm talking to a recruiter and start next week. Wilson. Hashtag soon to be trucking. There you go. Randy Rose says, have any deets on Southern Pride? The base rate is a little confusing. No, I don't know about Southern Pride. Somebody else asked me about that. I will look into them though. 31 in the house, 15 likes. You guys, if you could get on that, Saturday night, make some sweet love to that like button for me if you could. That didn't sound right. Never mind. Just push the like button and I'll stop being creepy. Trucking with Blaze says, yeah, gonna get that CDL. Lone Star Transport, what's up, brother? He says, good evening, everyone. Cash has good, useful info for new drivers and owner ops. He tells it like it is. With no sugarcoating, too many megas and YouTubers with misinformation about the trucking industry. Thank you very much, Lone Star. Just be sure to drop me your address, and I'll put that check that we agreed to for you to say that in the mail. No advertising here. Lone Star, I appreciate you though, man. I do. Coming in all the time, hanging out, slapping fives, saying stuff like that. You're making me blush over here, making me blush. Let's Let's see. Gus says mine was silent, no notification. You're still the man. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that, man. No notifications. That's a bit of a bummer. Gus says the only other thing I can come up with is if you're logged into multiple devices, sometimes they go to different devices. Yeah. Here go Johnny Law again. Hot laps. Whew, getting with it. That's all he does, I guess, man. Can you imagine that if that was your job, just driving back and forth through this parking lot all day? Let's see. Nathaniel, what's up? Says, where you at tonight, King? I'm at the Petro. In Gary, Indiana. Gary. Yeah, we're chilling over here. We're being guarded by this security guard. He's watching me like a hawk. We've been invited to church in the morning, you know. I can't say it's a bad spot, you know. I bought a windshield wiper here the other day for $18 plus tax, right there in that shop. So yeah, check out my Menards video from earlier. Save you some hassles on that. Let's see. Rick Ian says if Wilson is 3,800, I'll be doing Wilson. Yeah, it honestly sounds like a fair deal to me. It really does. But I won't be working for either one of them. Yeah, I see what you're doing, Rick. It's not a bad plan. Like, you know, a little bit of that old, you know, won't you help me? And then, I'll throw the deuces. I get it, man. Hey, I'm not knocking it, you know, like, like, they know what's up, man. You think of how many people do that every year, you know? I mean, like, it is what it is. You know, I wouldn't tell you stick with a company where you're making $300-400 a week to save, you know, what, $3,000 or $4,000 for school. Like, I look at like, I don't know who is it. Let's throw one out there. One of these big megas out there, like Swift. Okay, say you pay to go to, say Swift pays for you to go to school, and then, you know, you're making, let's say, just, and this ain't no experience I know of, I'm just ballparking. We're just playing with numbers here, okay? Say you're making $500 a week at Swift. Well, there's companies out there where with 6 months of experience or less, maybe, you could be making more money. Would you hang around at Swift making $500 a week when you knew there was a company you could go to and make $500 extra a week? Like, to me, it's a no-brainer. If they're not paying you, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta bounce. Rick B, yeah. Rick N, I'm 2 classes from a master's in tax, and if I have to deal with another entitled person, I'll scream. So yeah, college is overrated sometimes. Yeah, it's just, show him the Pope thumbnail you made. I don't offend anybody. I made a thumbnail with a Pope in it the other day. I thought it was nice, but, you know, DIY Semi said, don't do it. So I said, yeah, you're right. I probably shouldn't. Loaded Trucker said, hello, how's it going? I've been enjoying your videos. Hey, man, I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, I don't know if I don't have that Pope on this phone. I might use it again. I think I deleted that, actually. You know, it wasn't the Pope part. It was just, I don't know. The way it came off, I was like, yeah, you know, it looked a little tacky. But it was me. Basically, I'll tell you what it was. It was me as the Pope with the big hat. And on the hat, I had Prime written across the hat. And it was my face over the Pope's face. And then it said, can we settle out of court? You know, that was... Oh, man. Can we settle out of court? And, you know, I look back on that, and I should have went for it. Because let's face it, you know, like, the Catholic Church has done some things I'm sure they're not proud of. And Prime as well, you know, like, so I should have went for it, you know. F their feelings, you know. I got a new motto: F your feelings. F your feelings. F is for feelings. Maybe that's what I meant. F is for feelings. DIY showing you Pope thumbnail. Maybe later. And thank you for coming in, Loaded Trucker. Thank you for compliments. I take all compliments. Great, gracefully, I hope. What's up on my back haul for Walmart? All right. Back hauling for Walmart. Do you work for Walmart, Axel? Alex, I'm sorry. What'd I say? Axel? I was listening to Guns N' Roses before I got here. Let's see. Actually, I was listening to a documentary about Guns N' Roses. It was okay. It was okay. G. Adam Blocker says Hot Labs. Yeah, he was getting on it over here, man. He just started running Reefer. These boys run. Okay, good deal. Good deal. Where you at over there? Running hard? Like what company, if you don't mind saying? You don't have to say anything if you don't want to, but yeah, Reefer's doing good right now. Alex LOL, thank you. Trucking with Blaze says smash the like button on this number 8 live stream. Yeah, this is hashtag technical difficulties, hashtag live number 8. We're going back in time. I'm going to start over at number 8 again. This is actually live 108, and boy, have they been fun. Ooh, where am I at? Paul Harris says, does Casey's? Casey's makes the burgers, or are they on the hot plate? Casey's is mostly known for pizza. They're like Midwest, man. I love Casey's. Love Casey's. Good stuff. It's a truck stop brand in the Midwest. Been getting a lot of fuel there. They're on MUDFLAP. They're adding a few stops on MUDFLAP, but yeah, they got a pretty good rewards program. I bought like a few tanks of fuel from them, and I had like $16 in rewards there the other day. I bought like $18 worth of stuff, and it came up to $2. I was like, nice. See, Anthony says, should I quit UPS and become an owner operator? Oh, that's a tough one, man. I would probably say no, unless you just have a absolute desire to own a business. But as far as like what you're gonna make over the years, it's probably gonna be about the same. You know, you're gonna have a lot. You're gonna have a lot less headache. You know, like with the UPS. Like if you can make comparable money with UPS, I would do UPS. I mean, I'll tell you right now, if I could get on at UPS right now, I might do it. I would have to really, really sit down and run the numbers on it because yeah, health insurance is high. You know, like the bull crap you deal with as an owner operator. You know, filling out all these forms, staying up on the paperwork, like, oh man, it's a pain. So yeah, if you can just drive a truck and make great money, do it. You know, it's like Dirty Broke was talking about, you know, he was like, you know, only thing I would tell myself is go back and be a fuel hauler sooner. I get that, dude. I get that because like right now things are killing. Things are great as an owner operator. I've seen times when you couldn't find a load. You call in every favor you could call in, you couldn't find a load. And then your truck payments due and your insurance payments due, and you just can't find no work. And the work you can find don't even pay enough to cover the fuel and the truck payment. And then like, you know, so yeah, it's not always like this out here. It's really good right now, but yeah, I would have to think long and hard about it, man. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I might have to go. I might have to go and just stay at UPS. It might be what. But like I said, you know, it's more personal up to you. Like, UPS is great money from what I know, and good benefits, man. And those are like paid time off. You know what I mean? Like, I pay myself whenever I take a day off for like a holiday. I pay myself because I really treat myself like an employee. I do. You know, and it's like, but I have to budget all that stuff throughout the year. You know, it's like, I don't know. UPS, like I said, being a company driver is not the end of the world. Like, there is a lot of like peace of mind in being a company driver sometimes. Gus says, love the Cassius thumbnails. Yeah, we're in the danger zone. Danger zone. Yeah, a little Tom Cruise there for you. Little Maverick. Yeah. Peaches and Grease got me on that one the other day, or earlier today, or earlier in the live. Jesus Christ, let me learn how to think. Let's see. She said, "What's up, Maverick?" I was like, "Yeah, that's how it works." Alex says that's how you end up with a horde of haters like this guy Trucks. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's got a huge channel though. You know, when you get a big channel, man, you just end up with haters. Like, it lets you know that you've made it to a certain level. You know, because my thought on YouTube is when I don't like somebody, I just go watch something else. You know what I mean? I don't have time to watch people I don't like just so I can sit there and leave a comment. I don't like you. What a waste of time. Like, I always tell people, I'm a grown man with grown man stuff to do. Like, I don't have time to sit around and be mean to people for no reason. Now I did get on a hot shots butt today in a parking lot. I was trying to back into a parking spot. I'm clearly lined up to back in. Got my flashers on, like I'm angled at the spot, and he thinks he's going to squeeze behind me before I back up. Well, see what he didn't realize is I don't back up at a slow speed. You know, I kind of got my speed I like to back up at, and it's not idle speed. It's kind of a higher speed back. It's just the way I've taught myself. And he had to slam on the brakes before I slammed into the side of his truck. And I already had my window down. I was backing in, so when he looked over at me, I kind of gave him the roll down your window. He rolled down his window, and I was like, don't back in. Don't try to go behind people that are backing in, you dumbass. So like I like giving people the business, but only when they deserve it. I was pretty proud of myself for that because he was like totally not expecting. He thought I was going to say like, "Hey man, you can go ahead." I was like, "Don't go behind people when they're backing up, you dumbass." And he had like his wife in the truck with him and everything. So gave him a little talking down to in front of the old lady. Maybe that'll teach him. Trucking with Blaze says, "I thought you accidentally said Axel for Alex Foley." Yeah, I did because it's Axel Foley of 48 hours. Okay. 48 hour. I don't know. I guess that's a show. I'm not familiar with that. Um, yeah, Axel. I don't know. I just looked at it and I said, I seen Axel because I was watching a documentary on the way in here. Like literally was the last thing I was watching on YouTube. Well, I wasn't watching it, but I was listening to it. That's the best thing about YouTube Premium. I give you a little pro tip. If you're a truck driver, get YouTube Premium because you can listen to stuff in the background. It's like it turns it into like a podcast. Like I like getting these documentaries on YouTube. You don't have to watch them. It's just people talking, and yeah, it makes it pretty neat. But yeah, I was watching one about listening to one about Guns and Roses. That's why I had Axel on the mind. Alex says, no, I'm with Swift, just doing some Walmart surge. Surge. There you go. Is that like, do you stay on that? Because I heard Swift pays more if you stay on that Walmart gig. Where was I at the other day that had Swift was doing the Walmart? I can't remember. I know Swift has Costco on a lot. Every freaking Costco I go to is like, it looks like a Swift yard in there. Loaded Trucker says, so I'm OTR with Magnum. Okay, good deal, man. I like Magnum. I broker freight through Magnum sometimes. Being from Minnesota, do you know anyone who's been with them? Year one for me is almost done. They have CDL training and take new CDL holders 30-day. Okay. No, I don't know anybody that's been with them. I know they got a lot of local stuff around Minneapolis, it looks like. I see a lot of their local trucks pulling LTL trailers. I don't know if they deliver LTL for somebody, but I seen them pulling Holland, and who else was it? Holland, USF Holland, and somebody else. I want to say R&L, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, I seen Magnum day cabs pulling LTL freight. I don't know what was going on with that, but yeah, I like Magnum, man. They got you in one of those 579. You got the Epic version. They got some good looking equipment. I'll give it to Magnum, man. That blue. I was on the phone with somebody the other day, and I said that I seen a Magnum truck. It looked like it just been washed, and I was like, damn, that's a good looking truck because it had like the blue, and they got like a little flake in them, man. So they got a little sparkle to them. Let's see. So yeah. Let us know about Magnum, man. I'd like to know more about Magnum. Says they have CDL training and take new CDL holders. Okay, I have to check them out, man, because people are always asking me what's a good company. Um, Anthony says thanks, love your channel. Yeah, man, you got a heck of a Sophie's Choice on your hand over there with, because UPS could be great, man. Like that's one of those things you could do that for a few years, well, not few, but you could do that for 20, 25 years and retire gravy, man. And you know, have a lot less hassle and great benefits. But if you want to own a business, maybe you got to. Um, Loaded Trucker says 30 days training. Okay. So Magnum does a 30-day training for OTR. Okay, that's good to know. Good to know. There you go. Check them out, guys. Check them out. Patrolling, man. He's hitting it hard tonight, man. I feel safe as hell over here. DIY Trucking and More says, I'll buy your truck if you go to UPS. Yeah, man, if UPS would hire me, I'd have to really think about it, dude. Like, I mean, the guy that trained me at UPS when I worked seasonal over there, he had been there like 10 or 12 years, man. And a lot of those feeder guys over there are making 100,000 a year. Like, not just 100,000. Some of them are making like 110, 120,000 a year. Like, that's a lot of money on like a 60-hour work week, man. Like, that is a lot of money. Like, they hit that overtime just right, man. They know how to work it, get a lot of paid time off. Like, yeah, I got to tell you, man, that's I'd have to think long and hard about it. Alex says, how hard is it to get on with UPS? Super hard. Most people have to work in the warehouse to get on as a truck driver. Like, it's hard to go straight from the street to a truck driver. Now, there are some terminals around the country where you can go straight in as a truck driver, but most UPS, they have a contract, with the union, and the union contract says they have to attempt to hire from the union. So say if they need a truck driver, they have to post that position, like in the break room or whatever. They have to post it. Hey, we're seeking one truck driver, whatever, and if you want to sign up, you sign up. And then whoever has the most seniority in the union gets to go be the truck driver. And they'll pay for your truck driver training. Like, they take you from warehouse to trucker. Now, if you've already got a CDL and you've already got experience, you can just go straight into that job. But most of them don't hire off the street. They have to hire from within the union. So it makes it really tough. But some of them do hire off the street, I've heard. But yeah, it's super tough getting in at UPS. Now, if you got somebody you can team with, you can do UPS sleepers. They do sleeper teams, and that pays ridiculous, man. It pays like 80 plus cents a mile with, as a W-2, great benefits, everything. But it's tough to get in because nobody ever quits, If you had a job where, like I know a couple guys that were teaming there in Minneapolis, okay? You're going like 3 or 4 days at a time. Typically, you'll run like, you'll go out, you'll be back within 4 days, maybe 5 days. And then you're off when you get back for like a day, for like a reset. Or like a day off or 2 days off, whatever. So, you get a job where you're home every, 4 or 5 days. You're getting good time off. And you're still making, like $2,000 to $2,500 a week. And you got great benefits. Yeah. Like nobody quits that, Let's see. Trucking with Blaze, my uncle runs team doubles for UPS and makes bank. Yeah, it's ridiculous money over there, man. G. Adams says, mid-size out of Nebraska, 2 months out, 10 days off. No wife, no kids, no apartment, no bills, cell phone and insurance, going to run for 6 months, save up, then get a truck, goal 100,000 cash. Damn, there you go, man. A man with a plan. I like that. I like that strategy, man. That's using your head right there. Lone Star Transport says, Anthony, are you at UPS Parcels or UPS Freight? I think that would factor into the answer. Yeah, that would. Okay, he's at Parcel. Whew, yeah, hard to leave that Parcel gig, brother. Whoo-wee. Oh, man, yeah, you might have dragged me. They might have to drag me out of there kicking and screaming on that Parcel gig. Bernie Sense, what's up, brother? Not much. How you doing, Bernie? Lone Star Anthony, that would be a tough decision. You're probably doing pretty well at UPS Parcel. Yeah, I'm right there with Lone Star, man. That's a tough choice. Alex says, what was TGT's post today about? Something about allegations from a live stream. TGT. TGT. I don't know. TGT. Is that? Are we talking about Dirty Broke? I don't know. Let's see. Anthony says, yes, this was my 4th year. I'm at 98,000 year to date. Stay there, Anthony. Stay there. Because in a hot market, you could probably make more as an owner operator. When things are not so good, you still got that gig. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's enticing, but damn, man, you're in a great spot. I could not tell you to leave that and have a good conscience. I couldn't. Already at 98,000 for the year, like, dude, like, you're like, yeah, a lot of owner operators, man. Like if I worked your schedule, you know what I mean? Like, I might make more, but I'm probably working a ton more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might make a little bit more, but I'd be working a lot more. And then when you factor in benefits and all that stuff, man, shit, we're probably break even, honestly, and I'm probably working more. Honestly, I'm a little jealous. Trucking with Blaze says 48 hours, Eddie Murphy. Okay, Axel Foley from Beverly Hill Cops. Thank you. I knew that name sounded so familiar, but I could not figure it out. Let's see. Trucking with Blaze says, oh, dang, you are right. Yeah. Bernie Sands, yeah, I listen to DIY's business videos all day today. There you go. It's a good way to spend the day. Check out DIY. Lone Star Transport says, that's great income, Anthony. Many owner-operators won't that. I'd probably be staying at UPS, but sometimes it's not about the money. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. To me, it would be more like if you just have this burning desire to own a business and you're like, I'm willing to take a pay cut, possibly. You know, it's at the money you're making, honestly, you're probably about 25% likely to make more money. You're probably about 75% more likely to have less money. So, yeah. Now, if you want to do some sort of identity swap where you pretend you're me and I pretend I'm you, and I go do your job for your money and you do my job for my money, we might be able to work something out on that. Do some sort of face off, some sort of face off technology. I don't know. Anthony's in the house. Okay, yeah, Anthony. Let's see. Anthony says my coworkers make 3,500 a week. I average 2,400. Yeah, stick with that, man. Stick with that, because like you factor in some paid time off. Like when you get a week off, man, you're probably getting like $1,000 a week to take a week off. Like, I don't get that, you know. Like if I take a week off, I owe $1,000. No name, what's up, brother? Says saw a UPS day cab fly by going 75 or 80 on I-80 in the snowstorm, and he wiped out and took a four-wheeler with him. Oh, that's a bummer. Hope nobody got hurt, that's for sure. Probably a job opening now. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, it happens, man. It happens. Loaded Trucker says Rent-A-Cop will scare off the lot lizards. No Saturday night specials tonight. No, no. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Depends on. I don't know. We're in Gary, Indiana, man. I don't think you can scare these lizards off. they're more like dragons than lizards around here, I bet. But yeah, I like to park here, a nice well lit area around me, you know, keeps the riffraff down. And I'll tell you a little pro tip too. This Gary, Indiana, okay, across the street there's a Love's, and I prefer Love's, just not that Love's. that Love's used to be a Flying J, number one. Number two, that thing is run down when it was a Flying J, and yeah, it's kind of a rough spot. But anyway, there's a huge Petro. That's where I'm at. The huge Petro. Got 2 cat scales. That's how big it is. They got 2 cat scales. Now, behind this, if you keep going down the road, you get off the freeway, you go south. There's a speedway right behind this Petro. Now, that speedway don't have many parking spots, okay? It's got maybe 10 parking spots. I got where I don't even attempt it anymore unless it's daylight. But here's the pro tip. On the other side of that speedway, there is an Aldi grocery store. If it's daytime, you can go down there, go into that speedway. You can park at the speedway, and about 2 businesses down, I think there's a car wash and a dry cleaner or something like that in between the speedway and the Aldi. But anyway, what I'm getting to is you can park that speedway during the day, and then you can mosey on over to Aldi and get you some groceries. I'm actually working on an idea for a website right now for like things that truckers need on the road. Like today, over on I-80, I can't remember the exit, man, but there is a truck stop that is literally like in the same parking lot as a Save-A-Lot grocery store. But I'm thinking about starting a website and putting stuff like that on it, like, you know, like grocery stores that have truck parking, or, you know, stuff like that. Kind of like that Menards video, you know, because I think a lot of truckers don't realize what Menards is. And a lot of these Menards are right by the freeway. You know, they're like, you can get on and off just like a truck stop. Just use your satellite view to know which end to go in and all that, so you don't get in, like, you know, stuck in a parking lot or something, you know, and have to go through the you know, the flower bed or whatever. But yeah, I've been thinking about working on a website like that, you know. I don't know how much it would cost to host it, but I think that'd be a good resource for truckers. I think a lot of truckers don't understand like how much money they're losing shopping at truck stops. Like, I seen a guy the other day getting groceries in the Flying J. Like, this man was getting groceries in the Flying J. Like, he was getting like loaf of bread, a jar of peanut butter, a box of cereal, a gallon of milk. And I was just thinking, dang, dude, you'd realize that jar of peanut butter in the Flying J is like $8. Like, no kidding. A 1 pound jar of peanut butter is like $7 and some change. And I was just thinking, dang, bro, like, don't do it. Don't do it. I mean, now, don't get me wrong, getting a loaf of bread and a pound of bologna is cheaper than going to Arby's 3 times a day. But damn, man, like, use that Google Maps, man. Find yourself a grocery store, you know. I mean, there's a lot of grocery stores where it's easy to get a truck in and out, you know. Like, you get some of these older truck stops that was built like not truck stops, grocery stores that were built in like the 80s, and they don't have these like little flower, you know, the little like concrete curbs with the one little tiny tree in it in the middle of the parking lot that makes it impossible for a truck to get in. I mean, they do that by design, I know, but yeah. Anthony says it's not as hard as it used used to have to get your foot in the door as a part-time employee. Yeah, that would be rough. That would be rough. Anthony says $41 an hour, 94 cents per mile top out pay. Yeah, who's leaving that? I mean, I would so sit in for retirement on that if I was you, Anthony. Like, no doubt, brother. Like, I mean, come on, man. 41 bucks an hour. Whoo-wee. Let me sing a little hymn about $41 an hour real quick. Alex says there's a UPS near my house in Texas, but I don't think we have unions. Yeah, check them out, man. They may be okay to work out. I don't know. If that's something you're interested in, check them out. Check them out. Loaded Trucker says I live in the Chicago area and it works great for me that Magnum has a drop yard near me. Okay, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people don't take that into account, man. I like, like the company I'm leased to, like I like that they have a yard that, a terminal that I can drop the trailer at when I go home, or I can leave my truck there. Like that's big for me because in the winter, it's not always good to take your truck home in the winter. It's sometimes better to leave it at the terminal. Anthony says appreciate the good advice. Yeah, no problem. Congratulations on that job, Anthony. That was pretty good, man. You did good. Anthony, how did you get with UPS? Anthony says, I started at a part-time yard jockey. There you go. Got his foot in the door, and now look where he's at, man. Sometimes you got to put in a little time somewhere like that. Like, long term, it pays off, you lose a little bit, like, say you get paid a little less going from what you're doing now to that, but then what, a year down the road you're right back where you were, plus you're on an upward, but yeah, congratulations on that, man. That's a great job. Don says I got a phone call and I'm 49 minutes behind you. Hopefully I will catch up to you soon. LOL. Okay. Bernie says I was just in Gary, Indiana a few days ago. Yeah, it's a popular spot right here in Gary. Oh, Gary. Yeah, it's a popular spot, man. A lot of truck stops through here. There's a TA right down the road. I like this Petro. This Petro's my jam. It's got like half the parking lot's paid now, though. I do not like that. But even with the paid parking, there are so many parking spots here that you can you pull in here pretty much any time of day and get a parking spot. Now I'm in Gary, Indiana. I don't want to pay for parking in Gary, Indiana, but hey, let's face it, if that's all you got, that's all you got. You got to do it. I'm trying to look and see how many spots this has to park. Yeah, there's a Pilot right up the road. Like next exit, there's a Pilot. The Petro and got it. Come on, load. Come on. I think this used to tell you how many spots. Yeah, there's 405 parking spots here. That's why I like Petro. I'm a fan of Petro. Petro used to be my favorite before TA bought them out. And Love's was a lot smaller then. Love's didn't have near the network. They probably had half the truck stops they got now. But I used to like Flying J and Petro, and then they both got bought, and now I don't care for them. Like, not like I used to. Flying J really, took a crap, man. They don't repair anything. It's all run down. Petro is still okay. I still mess with Petro. I can still mess with them. And I love that they got these giant parking lots is the main thing. Like if it's after 9 o'clock at night and I need a parking spot, I look for a Petro because they got these huge parking lots. Like, I was looking at Petro the other day over in Virginia. It had like 600 parking spots. Man, that thing was massive. But yeah, they claim there's 405 here. I could see it. I mean, this place is massive. It goes on and on and on. Let's see. I heart crypto versus I never forget your story of being woken up by Godzilla jumping up on the step of your truck. LOL. Yeah. Yeah, I'll never forget that either, man. I went from mad to scared like that. Like, I mean, I jumped up, I was all mad, then I seen what was on the side of my truck, and I was like, I crawled back in the sleeper and pretended I wasn't here. You know what I mean? Like, I was like a 5-year-old, man. I got under the covers and I was like, oh no, oh no. Like, maybe they won't see me if I cover up. Like, yeah, she was a beast, dude. Big old girl. Like, I'm talking arms like my legs, dude. Like, looked like she just like destroyed Tokyo, and now she was after me. Yeah, it was rough, man. It was a rough one. Axel, I call you Axel again. You gotta change your name to Axel. No, I'm just kidding. Alex says I went to that Love's expecting the worst, but I thought it was nice. You talking about the one in Galley? Galley. Yeah, last time I was over there, it was looking pretty rough. I went to take a shower, and it was like I couldn't get the door open, and somebody had to come by. One of the people that worked there had to come by and like give it a special bump with their elbow to get it to open. It was like Fonzie. It was like Fonzie trying to open a hood. I wasn't hitting it in the right spot. So, Elazar says the website would be awesome. I would even pay for a membership. Some people have bad intentions when giving advice, and you, brother, are one of the few that cares about us newcomers. Yeah, man. I think everybody, like, there's gonna be new truckers. It's gonna happen. I think a lot of people are scared that, oh no, you're coming for my job. I don't see it that way. I think we're always going to have new people coming into the industry, and I would rather you come in and have a good experience than to come in and oh boy, he's on the trail of something right there. Dang, take that curve on two wheels. But yeah, let me get back to distraction, shiny nickels and whatnots. But yeah, I mean, I want you to be able to come into the industry and not have a crappy experience. Like, I was lucky enough when I started trucking that the first person I really got introduced to in trucking was my first trainer at USA Truck. And man, like, I probably wouldn't even be a trucker if it wasn't for that guy. Like, he really gave me a lot of perspective on trucking. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I try to pass it on. You know what I mean? Like, I do. And yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about that website because I'm thinking like maybe if I could just build a website, like, because you can get website hosting for like $20 a year. Now, I don't know how much information I can put on there for $20 a year, but I'm thinking like, if nothing else, I can do it. I pay $20, $30 a year just for myself. You know what I mean? Not a membership, just to host the website. Like, go to GoDaddy.com or one of those places where you can, or Wix.com, where you can make your own website, something like that, and just put in there all these little, and maybe even have it where other people can add to it. Just put in there all these little secret spots that you learn over time. It's like, I'll be honest with you, I didn't even know that Aldi was back there. I went to the Speedway because I was trying to get a chicken bacon ranch panini. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went back there for that, and I just happened to, as I was pulling in, the car wash wasn't even built yet. The car wash was like a concrete pad, and I was like, oh man, there's an Aldi right there. And I needed groceries. I told myself earlier that day, I was like, man, I got to get some groceries. This eating out every day is eating me alive. Speaking of that, I got a video I'm going to put out, a cooking video. I cooked steak last night. I cooked steak and made a video about it. Cooking steak in the truck. I cooked a steak dinner for, I'd say I had $4 in it. $4 in a steak dinner. Pretty good piece of steak too. Wasn't the greatest. It wasn't like a filet mignon or nothing, but it was pretty good. I cooked steak and like a California steamed vegetables. It cost me like $4. Because I buy the big family pack of steak because I eat a lot of steak. But I got like a family pack of steaks for like $15. Had like 4 or 5 steaks in there, so yeah. Paul says, is that Paul Blart cruising? Yeah, Paul Blart, man. That is a great name for that. That's now his new name, Paul. That's Paul Blart. Paul Bart, Mall Cop. Cole says, "Hey Cash, what are some useful apps for truckers? Think you mentioned Trucker Path? Yeah. I got a video way in the way back. I don't know if I can find it here. Let me look and see if I can find it. Let me see if it comes up. Let me see if it comes up. No, there's me live. There's me live. Bonehead Truckers. Hey, looky there. Looky there. It popped up. I'll post a link to this. I got a video about it's 10 apps that I think truckers should try. But I'll post a link to it. If I could spell, boy, I'd be dangerous. I'd be a dangerous man. There we go. But yeah, you know, in that video, a little spoiler alert, you know, like I think Copilot GPS is the best GPS for a trucker. Copilot. I ain't gonna say it won't ever tell you to do something stupid, but it's $10 a month for the premium, and you got to have the premium to get navigation. But I like it because what it does is you download all of the maps for the whole United States. You download them to the app, so you don't need cell service to get to the app to the maps. The maps are on your phone whether you got service or not. It's you can change every little thing about your route. You know, like in the morning, instead of going across the toll road, I'm going to save myself $100, and I'm going to drop down and go across US 30. You know, I can just go in and I can go to US 30. I click on US 30 and I hit route through here, and it gives me the route for US 30. Very handy. $10 a month. Now, the way I look at this, you go buy a Rand McNally in the Petro right here. I go in here and buy me a Rand McNally GPS. The cheap one's what? $350, $400. So I can use that app for 3 to 4 years for what that GPS cost me. Most of those truck GPSs don't last 3 or 4 years. So I think Copilot, you know, a lot of people don't like it, but you know, I think if you use it, you'll like it. That's one of those things, you know, and I think they even give you a free month when you first sign up. So you can try the whole thing. Just remember, when you sign up, you got to go download the apps in the app. You just go to like settings, maps, and then you download. You don't even have to download the whole country. Like, say you only run like the Southeast. You can just download the Southeast. But I downloaded the whole country because I go everywhere. But that's one of the pro tips I use. MUDFLAP would be the other app. I need to add MUDFLAP. I need to do a video on MUDFLAP. Is what I need to do. Yes, MUDFLAP video coming soon. Paul Harris says Magnum looks like a good company. Most of the U.S. hiring area, no Northeast or Southwest. Okay. Yeah, Magnum is legit, man. They run very nice equipment. Like I said, I broker loads from them, and they pay very well on brokered loads. Seems like, I mean, their drivers are always, you know, their drivers look happy. I don't ever see them out there like, you know, dropping bags of poop in the parking lot. Oh yeah. Freight trucking says DIY. I guess you guys in Wisconsin will get to keep the axe again. Yeah. Yeah, man, freaking Minnesota. They bum me out, man. The Golden Gophers, man. Urgh. Let's see. Dale says, "What's up, Cash? I'm waiting on Walmart here in Casa Grande, Arizona. Man, I bet it's warm there. Oh yeah, I keep looking at my watch. The battery died on my watch. Let me go ahead and just take that off. That way I remember to charge it. Yeah, it's been chilly here all day, man. So I'm a little jealous. I gotta be honest with you. I'm a little jealous. Let that update. It says like 50 degrees. It's not bad actually. I can live with that. Let's see, Casa Grande, Arizona. To unload me, I got yogurt. Three pages in the packing list, so I should get out of here before New Year's. Yeah, good luck. Good luck. Rich Taco in the house says, "What app?" Um, the GPS app is called Copilot. Copilot GPS. Um, I don't have it on this phone. I have it on that phone. So, yeah, I don't have it. Let me look it up real quick. I'll show you what the app looks like. Copilot. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's like a little arrows. It's like arrows or something like that. That one right there at the top. Copilot GPS navigation and traffic. It's made by Trimble Maps Ltd. Um, you know, it's a great app, man. I don't even like. I mean, I still use Google Maps satellite view to like make sure I'm going in the right entrance of a place. But typically, what I do is I'll take Google Maps and I'll look at the satellite view of the location, and then I'll like go on Copilot and I'll drop my pin on Copilot where Google's, where the entrance is. That way I'm pretty, I like to do it that way. Um, Copilot is great on traffic too, about telling you when there's a traffic backup. It's just like Google Maps. It'll tell you. It's actually more detailed than Google Maps, actually, because it'll tell you on Copilot. It's got a little traffic bar. If you download it, go into settings and go under traffic or something. Make sure the traffic bar is turned on. It's on the side of the phone right here. It'll be a bar. And it'll say 60, 45, 30, 15. And that's the next 60 miles is what that's telling you. So say 30 miles down the road, there's a 10-minute backup. It'll say it'll turn red because the bar will be green. And if there's a backup, it'll turn yellow. If you come into a stop, it'll be red. I love that because I don't have to worry about when I'm coming around a corner if traffic's going to be stopped. Like if traffic's been stopped for more than 2 or 3 minutes, it knows. And but like, it can't predict. There has to be other cars slowing down for it to know. But yeah, it's a real lifesaver. And if it says, a 45-minute backup, 40 minutes away, you can stop and take your 30-minute break and, see if that clears up some. It pays for itself. That $10 pays for itself, in my opinion. Loaded Trucker says, I'm at the TA in Western Ohio heading home. Got tired of rain, came from US 35. Stayed in Withville, Virginia last night at TA. Good place. Yeah, boy, that US 35, man. I've ran that a lot this year. Me and 35 have got to know each other this year. I love when they put the signs on both sides of the road that say dip. I'm like, just fix the road. You put up giant signs to tell me there's a dip in the road. Fix the road. Don't put up signs. That annoys me to no end. Some of those dips, though, holy hell, you'll go through the windshield on them. But I don't get, what's the difference between a dip and a bump? Because they seem like the same thing, but they got different signs. Let's see. Loaded Trigger says, Paul, we do have a customer in Newark, New Jersey. I've done okay going there. Okay. Rich Taco 10-4. Yeah, check out that Copilot, man. I don't get paid by them, but I really do think it's the best trucking GPS I can find. And I've had the Rand McNally, I've had the Garmin, I've had the Magellan. And honestly, of all the like dash mounted GPSs, the Magellan was the best. And I've never had a commercial TomTom. I've had personal TomToms. I throw that some bitch out the window. I'm done with those. But as far as truck GPSs you mount in your windshield, the Magellan was the best. But as far as all that goes, Copilot, if you know, just run it on your phone. That's what I do. I run it on my phone, and then like, you know, you can run other things on top of it. You know, like say you want to put, you know, your music app up there or Spotify or you can run it all like that. But yeah, it's a great app. Wonder how many miles this guy puts on this car driving around this parking lot. Just wondering. Just wondering. Let's see. Alex says, Swift drivers have standards. We throw our poop in bags in CR England trucks. Nice. Bravo. Bravo, sir. Oh, man. Images you don't get out of your head easily. That's what I'm going to think now. Every time I see a CR England truck, I'm going to think, I wonder if he's got any poop in that truck. Rich Taco says, I pay for Trucker Path GPS. It's okay. Has a lot of bugs, but it works. I run Google Maps and Trucker Path at the same time. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I've looked into that Trucker Path. Trucker Path actually offered me a free premium subscription if I would promote them in my videos. I don't know. You know, like I'd rather you, you know, like I don't know. I just don't like that. You know, it's like if I'm going to sell out, I want a lot of money. I don't want to sell out for like a premium subscription. You know, and I got no beef if anybody takes that. Like, go for it. You know, your decision. But me personally, I messaged them back. I said, nah, I don't think a premium subscription works for me. I said, 5,000 American dollars is what I need, and they never wrote me back. So I was like, yeah, whatever. You know, whatever. You know, because $5,000, that's when I start thinking like, eh. And honestly, I got nothing against Trucker Path. I use Trucker Path all the time. You know, it's just I don't want to be obligated to talk good about somebody for a premium subscription. You know what I mean? Like I want to be able to tell you what I think about Trucker Path, not what Trucker Path wants me to tell you. So that's where I come from on that. Let's see. I've been meaning to try that paid Trucker Path though. I need to sign up for that. The gold member is like $30 a month though. It was a little bit of a turnoff, I thought, for me, because I'm already paying $10 for the Copilot, you know. So I'm like, I don't really need their GPS. Trucking with Blaze is like Waze, yeah. Um, yeah, it kind of is. I like Waze. I used to use Waze when I Ubered. I would use the Waze out. Cole says, Cash, have you looked into hiring drivers to run day cabs? Get them home every day, become fleet owner. Seems like the next level after owner op. Thoughts? Yeah, no, probably not for me. I'm not looking to hire people. I used to have a business outside of trucking that had, you know, it was a pretty big business. And, you know, I used to have an office that smelt of rich mahogany. And, you know, Merlin Osen used to come over and play, what, I don't know, tennis or whatever. But no, I mean, I've had a lot of employees, like W-2 employees, like paid, you know, overtime. Like, I've been through all that. Employees are a pain in the ass. I mean, like, no offense to employees, but yes, you're a pain in the ass most of the time. You know, like I respected most of my employees because, you know, like they were respectable, but for like every 20 good, like honest, hardworking people, you got that one guy that just looking to rip somebody off, get ahead, take advantage, and I don't deal with those people very well. I just, you know, it's just not my thing to you know, to deal with employees. Like if I wanted to right now, I could go buy trucks right now. I could have, you know, like I could run under the company I'm at, I could put drivers on under their authority and probably, well, I mean, hell, I could still make money. I know I could. Or, I mean, like I've had my own authority before. I go get my own authority, set it up, have employees that way. I'm just, like as of right now, I'm just not interested in it. It's not a thing. I'm not saying down the road that won't change, but right now I'm just trying to see how much one man with one truck can make right now. But yeah, I don't know. Like I love, actually I shouldn't say, like, I don't know. Let me think about this for a second. I like having employees. I think I'm a very good employer. Um, but like I said, it's always that one person that kind of like sours the thought for me. And I've got about 4 or 5 people that used to work for me that give me that thought. But no, I like having employees. I like the responsibility of, of having people that respect you enough to work for you, and therefore I respect them, and their families to provide for them. But it's tough, man. It's tough. Like a lot of people don't understand that. Like when you have an employee, you're responsible for their wife, you're responsible for their kids. Dirty Broke was trying to explain that in a live earlier. When he had 11 employees. When you have 11 employees, you got 11 wives. You got so many kids. You got all these people you're responsible for. And a lot of people don't understand that. They just think of the money. You got to think of the personal side of it too. And that's the part that kind of bums me out on having employees. The money aspect of it, I'm not too concerned about. I know how to run a business, how to set everything up. You know what I mean? Like I had 77 employees one year. Like not at one time, but in one year, 77 employees. So it's nothing, to do for me as far as like, it's nothing that I'm intimidated by. It's just the personal part of it is what holds me back or keeps me in check, I guess I should say. Um, let's see, what time is it? What time? 8:30. Cash, are you still planning on getting home for Christmas so your kids can see what you look like? Yeah, I just want to see them open their presents. That's my main thing. So yeah, I'm planning on it. I got this load here. This load I got right now goes to Pittsburgh, and then I probably come back to. We got a place in Ohio there we pull out of occasionally, most of the time. Occasionally, most of the time. Sometimes when, sometimes whatnot. That made no sense. But now there's a place there in Ohio I've been picking up when I come out of Pittsburgh area. Got a little deal with a broker there, I guess. I don't know. It's not direct customer freight, but that broker seems to give us a lot of those loads. So probably grab one of those coming back to Minnesota. And then I'll probably take off. I'm thinking about taking off the whole weekend at this point. Just get home maybe Thursday, go back out Monday. I've been running hard since Thanksgiving, so I think I've been home one night since Thanksgiving, so probably just take that weekend. Let's see. Elazar says you are a good man, sir. I appreciate that, man. I do. I appreciate that. Paul Harris says the mall cop is being paid by the mall. Maybe that's what it is, Paul. Maybe he's getting paid by the mile because he is circling, man. He is on it, brother. Like he is doing hot laps around this joker. Where is he right now? He's probably back there on his way, heading up this way right now. Loaded Trigger says at Magnum we have PeopleNet ELD and Copilot on the truck tablet. Sometimes the option to enter a destination is grayed out on Copilot. I use Smart Truck Route, which is okay. It's a paid app also. Okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah. See, there's Copilot on like I used to have Copilot on my Qualcomm. Now I don't know about the naming of that because it's like two totally different things. The Copilot on the phone and the Copilot that was on the Qualcomm. I don't know if one owns the other or what it is, but yeah, the one on the phone is nothing like the one that was on my Qualcomm. Now I don't know about the one on PeopleNet. I've never had that one. DIY says, did someone call for a sellout? Hey, I didn't say I wouldn't sell out. I just said I would prefer more than a paid membership, a $30 paid membership to sell out. You can't buy me for $30 a month. I mean, like I'm not a kid in on TV that they say you can feed for 37 cents a day. You know what I mean? Like I just said I like steak, um DIY says I stopped for a truck wash back again. There you go. Get that truck clean, driver. Yeah, I'm gonna stop on the way back, I believe, on the way back home myself. Probably there's one there near Toma that I had pretty good luck with. I believe it's in Toma. In that area. I like stopping there because it's a little closer to home. I like my truck looking shiny when it's sitting on the yard out there. Makes the other drivers look like slackers because their trucks ain't clean. Rick in, I'm back. All right. Let's see. Thanks for coming back, Rick. We appreciate it. 33 in the house, 33 likes. Everybody get after that like button if you could. Rich Tacos says, I pay $10 a month for Trucker Path GPS, not the gold subscription. Oh, okay. I didn't know you could get it. I guess, yeah, now that I think about it, there's levels to that, isn't there? Yeah. Maybe I should try that one, that Trucker Path GPS. They all got their quirks though. I don't care what kind of GPS you're running in a truck. I don't care. Like I said, I've had them all, man. I've had them all. I had Rand McNally. I had Garmin. I've had Magellan. Like I said, the Magellan was actually the best one. They don't even sell those in a truck stop. I don't even know if they still make those. I had that thing like 10 years ago. I got my Rand McNally map over here, my paper map. That's one way to do it. Yeah, my old Rand McNally. I'll tell you something that's a little embarrassing. I had my Rand McNally map the other day. I'll show you what I was doing. I was looking at my old Rand McNally map here, and I was looking at an area, and I literally did this right here. I pinched it and tried to zoom it. I was looking at the map. I couldn't see something on the map, and I literally, like you would Google Maps, I pinched it and tried to zoom it. I was so embarrassed. I had to call my old lady immediately and tell her because I was like, you know how much of an idiot I am? I just tried to zoom in on a paper map. Like when you're doing Google, you can't see something, so you zoom it in, Yeah. Yeah. I'm that guy. I tried to zoom a paper map. And now you know my secrets. Elzar says, what if we provide our own equipment and insurance? We can run under cash transport for the leadership. Yeah, I mean, like lease on to a good company, man, and, ask me anything you need. I try to help you all I can. DIY is the same way, man. Watch DIY. I recommend that. Everybody subscribe to DIY. And a couple other channels like that. You know what I mean? Like, who are some other good ones that do stuff like that? Market, Trucking Answers, Asian My Show, Dirty Broke, Trucker Wild. Those are like people that are trying to help. That's the type of channels I'm into. People trying to help people. Like we need the brotherhood back in trucking. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying like, we got to be like, hanging out on the weekends and smoking cigars together. But I'm saying like when you have a problem, it's like it's nice to there's channels on the internet, like YouTube channels you can go watch and figure out what you need. Or say you want to level up, say you're here and you want to go to the next level, like I think that's why there's so many people getting their authority these days, because of the internet. It, like back in my day, boy, getting your authority was intimidating as hell. When I got my authority in 2008, man, I didn't know what in the hell I was doing. I was like calling the Department of Transportation, asking them a million questions, trying to figure. Now you just click on one video, you go to DIY's channel and you put in, how to get authority, and he pretty much walk you through it from beginning to end in like, a half an hour. It's like, God, I wish I had that in 2008. I'd have saved myself a ton of money. Where am I at? Where am I at? Let me see here. I missed a few. Paul Harris says, I had an employee that was excellent with time management. No matter how much work I gave him, he'd show up to the office at 4:49. He could have 5 stops or a dozen. Yeah. Sometimes it's like that, man. I've had some like amazing employees like go above and beyond, but then again, I've had those that like destroy equipment and blame you, and then wanna advance on a paycheck, and it's like, what? Like, where do you get off? You know? Rich says you walk, you rock, you walk. God Almighty, where the hell did that come from? Rick says you rock. G Adam says, after truck note and fuel, what your biggest expense? Fuel, truck note, paying myself is my biggest expense. You know what I mean? I'm an expensive employee. But no, that's my biggest expense is paying myself, and then would be fuel, and then would be truck payment, and then would be insurance, and then would be, I don't know. I'd have to think about that one. But yeah, those are your big ones. Paying yourself, truck, insurance, fuel. Those are your big 4. Rich says, would you recommend manual or auto? I like an auto. You know, if you want to do a manual, like I know a lot of guys don't like autos. You know, I don't know. I heard a guy the other day said autos are for girls, and I was like, what's that supposed to mean? Like, I've seen women, you know, that never grind a gear ever. So, are you saying women can't drive a manual? Like, I don't get that. Like let's pump the brakes here for a minute, because, you know, like growing up through school, you know, I had a female bus driver, and man, she would rip through some gears in that old manual school bus. Like, you know, so yeah, you can't say autos are for girls, but yeah, I mean, if people want to say that, I'm fine. You know, say whatever, but just remember, you know, it reflects bad on you when you say stuff like that. But no, I'm an auto fan. That DT12 is a beast, man. That Freightliner 12-speed auto, that is butter, man. That thing is butter. So yeah, just personal choice, you know. Rich Taco says, I look down my shorts and pinch and zoom. Oh my God, driver, what you doing to sleepers on you, man? I can't condone that. Lord have mercy. Trucker with Blaze says, Rich Taco, yeah, exactly. Come on, brother. Pinching and zooming. Oh man. I thought I was admitting something embarrassing. Damn, Rich done let it out the bag over here. Josh, thanks for showing up, Josh. Appreciate you coming in. We know too much about Rich Taco now. Josh says, I thought autos were trash originally, but there is a place for everything like Chicago traffic, warrants, and auto. Yeah, autos have gotten a lot better. You know, I think a lot of guys had these 3-pedal autos and these, you know, like the 579 Peterbilt I had a 10-speed auto that was trash, dude. That thing didn't know what was going on. You'd push the accelerator and it would just sit there, and then finally the clutch would engage, you know, boom, you'd be gone. But yeah, I think that's why a lot of guys don't like them. They haven't ran them in you know, the newer ones. And one thing I like too is these new engines have the power at such a low RPM. It's easy to keep your RPMs down when it's like bad out, when it's snowing and icy. You've got power at like 900 or 1,000 RPMs. So it's easy to keep those RPMs down and still have enough power to pull, you know, and not have to rev it up and, you know, do all that. Much safer that way. Gus says, isn't NASCAR led by a woman? Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. Would not doubt it. You know, wouldn't doubt it. Elazar says, nah, brother, I would give Cash King a percentage of my load. You can save the hassle of getting trucks for employees if you buy our own trucks. Yeah, that's kind of what I would do. I don't think I would ever have employee truck drivers. I just don't. You know, if I ever expand, it will be with contractors. You know, it's just a different mindset because it's your equipment, and if you tear it up, it's on. You know, like you won't catch a guy that's making a huge truck payment, doing stupid things. You know, like I hear trying to do donuts or something. you know. Trucker on Blaze says it's only a matter of time before it's all auto. We're there, man. If you want a manual in a new truck, you got to order it that way. They're all coming auto now. So, it's like the thing with auto is it's money saving because that thing can shift. Like it doesn't have an ego. Okay, if there's a truck next to you and y'all take off at the red light, and say you want to keep up with them, in your head you're not even thinking. Let's just say you're subconsciously, you may over rev that engine when you go through the gears. That auto shift, it don't give a crap what's beside you. It's going to do it the same way, the most efficient way every time. Like, I don't know. It's hard to compete with them these days. Like I used to think, oh, I could shift better than an auto. I know how to, I know the art, but now, man, that computer recalibrates like 1,000 times a minute. It's ridiculous. Like you get distracted in your head by something you see on the road. You look over, and there's a skirt beside you or whatever. You get distracted, and or Rich is over there, pinching and zooming, and you get distracted. I'm just saying that auto don't get distracted. It's money every time. Yeah, owner operator for sure. Yeah, that's kind of what I think. But yeah, guys, I think I want to hop off here. We've been at this almost 2 hours now. Everybody could hit that like button on the way out. And I would appreciate it. Jerome Jones was in the house. Elazar, thank you guys. Trucking with Blaze, thanks for coming in. Good luck with Wilson. Let us know how that goes for sure. Trucking with Blaze is just starting out in trucking, guys. He's going to start a YouTube channel, so we're gonna hang with him. We're gonna check him out. Rich Taco, I guess you're gonna go do some pinching and zooming now. I don't know. G. Adam Blocker, thanks for coming in. Paul Harris is the man, the myth, and the legend. Rick N, my boy. DIY Semi, thank you, sir. Loaded Trucker, Paul Harris, Cole. Who was that? Who else was in here? Bernie Sands was in here. Anthony's in the house. Thank you, Anthony, for coming in. Loaded Trucker. There we go, guys. There we go. That's just a few of the greats that were in here. Thanks, everyone, for the super chats. Ace, thank you. Rick N, thank you. And I had another one. I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was right offhand. But I appreciate you guys. I really do. Take care of each other out there. Bye.